Today we are checking out the Edifier W830NB. Now I found these on Amazon and I think these have the potential to be one of the best value noise cancellation headphones out there because these cost $80 and the specs you're getting for this seems to be pretty crazy. So you get high-res audio, LDAC, which is really nice to see. This has crazy battery life. So if you see here, it says 94 hours, but that is without noise cancellation turned on. With noise cancellation, you are getting 54 hours of battery life, which is insane. And it also has fast charge, so 15 minutes of charging will get you 10 hours of playback. What else? This thing also has your, your usual ambient sound mode or your transparency modes. And you can also connect to multiple devices. So hopefully after opening and testing them out, they live up to my expectations because this seems to be amazing value. Let's open this right up. Looks like it goes this way. Okay, just like that. Empty cardboard box. Here are the headphones. As you can see, this does not come with a case. Yeah, so this has, USB-A to USB-C, so I'm assuming this charges via USB-C, which is expected in 2024 nowadays. After sales card, here's your usual product guide and stuff. Should be pretty self-explanatory, so let's check this out. As you can see, they also fold, so that should make it great for traveling. And two separate bags for each ear cup, okay. Here they are. They do feel kind of light, and they sound kind of hollow. That's something I'm noticing. But the plastics feel all right. They don't feel like the highest quality plastic for a pair of headphones, but it's okay. Ear pads are soft. They feel pretty plush as well, so that's good. And the top here is also soft and padded, which is nice. Metal underneath, so that's nice. Though it is kind of rough, so maybe this will break in over time. This one on the left side is easier to slide, but it's still not smooth, I would say. But overall, the build quality, I mean, it feels like some sub $100 headphones, which is the price of these things. Your volume buttons, and these are rubber, soft rubber. Bluetooth. So I'm assuming that's just your power on and off button. USB-C charging. This is probably just some kind of power indicator light. Yeah, now I'm going to put this on my head and see how it feels. It's on my head right now. Passive isolation is pretty good so far. Even without powering on the headphone, it's blocking out a good amount of background noise. And it seems to be very comfortable. These are huge ear cups with 40mm drivers, so these do completely engulf my ears. Yeah, and they feel pretty light on the head. So first impressions for comfort, it's very nice and comfortable. Kind of reminds me of my Bose Quiet Comforts, so that's a huge compliment. They are very comfortable, and you can see that they do fold. So now I'm going to power them on and test them out, and I'll let you guys know about the noise cancellation and the sound quality. Okay, I am back and I have spent a good amount of time trying these out. To me, most of the not so good stuff actually has to do with the sound quality, but it's actually really good in a bunch of other things. So, I mean, the sound's not horrible either, but I'll get into details. So you can see all my notes right here. So first of all, these things get really loud, okay? I'm only at like a quarter volume, and these things at that point are already getting too loud for me. So if you guys like to listen to your music loud, this will be good for you. But this has the same thing as my Beat Studio Pros, which I don't really like, and it's that these things can't really do fine volume adjustment. And what I mean by that is, on my phone, I already have the sound assistant, and my volume rocker is, well, I guess I have to be on the track, right? My volume rocker, you see every single tick, it's very, very small, because I like to fine tune the volume when I'm using my IEMs, like my Moondrop Critical Dusk. So these, like my Beat Studios, these can't do fine tune adjustment. So I have to bump this up like 3-4 times in order to get that next step in volume, and then it's all of a sudden too loud. So what I'm saying is that you have to press this a lot of times for this to actually do something, and when it does actually change volume, it takes a big leap in volume, and it's not like a minute change. At the beginning I said like this was the power button, but this is actually to change your mode. The power button is actually the play and pause button. So this button in the middle is actually your power on, play, pause. This changes your ambient mode and noise cancellation mode. So I tried the ambient mode, and it's okay. It sounds exactly as if you were to turn the noise cancellation off, except it just has some added hiss. So if it were me personally, I wouldn't even really use the ambient sound mode. I would just use the noise cancellation off if you are going to talk to other people around you. But if I'm buying noise cancellation headphones, I always have noise cancellation on. And the noise cancellation on these is actually pretty decent. And I think that's actually one of its greatest strengths, along with the comfort. The comfort is really nice because these are so light and they are so maneuverable. They remind me a lot of the Bose Quiet Comforts. So that's a really, really great positive with these headphones. And yeah, the noise cancellation is really nice. I've stepped outside with these, and it blocks out a good amount of background noise, just your humming, ambient sound, things like that. These are actually pretty decent in noise cancellation, especially for the price at $80. It's pretty good. I guess I just jumped straight into sound. So it's mostly good, but it definitely has some negatives. It has a fairly neutral tuning with an emphasis in the highs. That's the thing you're going to mostly notice, is that the highs can be kind of hot. The bass is very controlled and lean out of the box, which is really nice. And I mean out of the box because there is an app you can download for this. But if you know me, I don't like downloading apps for headphones, so I'm not going to download it. But there is an app you can download for this, and you can change the EQs. So if you don't like the tuning on this default sound, you can definitely EQ it. But everything I'm going to be saying is based off of this default out-of-the-box tuning. So yeah, the bass is nice and controlled, though it's not the most detailed, and you don't really feel the rumble of your bass. There's not much impact on these. If you are a bass head, you are going to think that the bass is lacking on these, and you definitely want to EQ them and bump up the bass. The mids on these are just kind of weird. It doesn't sound that pleasant, and the vocals just sometimes sound shouty and unnatural. So that's what I'm noticing about the mids. The highs are pretty emphasized though, and it's borderline sibilant. So any more emphasis in the high end is definitely going to be too hot for me, and it's already kind of hot in some tracks. Things like female vocals can sometimes come off a little bit sibilant. I also have a list I made on my phone about all the things I didn't like about the sound. And my biggest one, okay, is that these just don't sound natural. Everything sounds very artificial and processed for some reason. Like the vocals aren't smooth. Sometimes they can come off shrill. Even instruments, they just don't sound that natural at all. Like vocals just sound distant, like there's some kind of echo, but at the same time, it's harsh at the same time. So it's really weird with the mids on here. Maybe it's just me, but that's what I'm hearing. Though I would say the imaging is actually kind of decent on these. So you do hear instruments coming from a bunch of different directions, which is nice. And you can sort of pick them apart from each other most of the time. So that's good. So with all that said, I think the sound overall is just decent. I think the comfort is really, really good. The noise cancellation is also really good for the price, but to me, the sound is just decent. Though you can probably tune it again with the EQ, but default tuning is just decent. I think the average consumer will have no problems with the sound here, and I think the average consumer will actually really like the sound. They will most likely just think that it's lacking bass, but they will appreciate the clarity. I think that's going to be your general consensus with these headphones. I totally forgot that these were only $80, so I mean, for $80, these I would say are pretty good value at $80. But I really wanted the sound on these to just blow me away, so then I can really highly recommend these and be like, yo, for $80, this is insane value for the money. I really wanted these to do that, but unfortunately, the sound kind of let me down a bit. So I will say that these are still just good value for the money. Oh yeah, and just so you guys know, everything on LDAC. So yes, all my audio testing was done using the LDAC Bluetooth codec. So yeah, that's my unboxing and review on the Edifier W830NB noise cancellation headphones. For $80, I think these are pretty good value. You do get great comfort. Noise cancellation is good. The build quality is, you know, it's plasticky but good, and it's within this price range you can expect. And I think for most people, the sound will be pretty good. I think these will be great travel companions if you want to use these on a plane or something like that. These can also fold up, so they are very compact and lightweight. So yeah, that's all I have to say about these headphones. Thanks for watching this review, and I will see you guys in the next video.